Now Jericho was closed as well as fortified, out of fear of the sons of Israel, and no one dared to depart or to enter. And the Lord said to Joshua, Behold, I have given Jericho into your hand, with its king and all the strong men. Have all the warriors circle the city once each day, you shall do so for 6 days. Then, on the 7th day, the priests shall take the 7 trumpets, which are used on the Jubilee, and they shall precede the Ark of the Covenant. And you shall circle the city 7 times, and the priests shall sound the trumpets. And when the voice of the trumpet sounds longer and with interruptions, and it increases in your ears, then all the people shall cry out together with a very great shout, and the walls of the city shall fall to the foundation, and they shall enter it, each from a place opposite where they are standing. Then Joshua, the son of Nun, called the priests, and he said to them, Take the Ark of the Covenant, and let 7 other priests take the 7 trumpets of the Jubilee, and advance before the Ark of the Lord. He also said to the people, Go, and circle the city, armed, preceding the Ark of the Lord. And when Joshua had finished his words, and the 7 priests sounded the 7 trumpets before the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord, and all the armed soldiers went ahead, the remainder of the common people followed the ark, and the sound of the trumpets grew louder everywhere. But Joshua had instructed the people, saying, You shall not cry out, nor shall your voice be heard, and no word at all shall proceed from your mouth, until the day arrives on which I will say to you, Cry out, and shout. Thus, the ark of the Lord circled the city once each day, and returning to the camp, it remained there. And so, with Joshua, arising in the night, the priests took the ark of the Lord. And 7 of them took the 7 trumpets, which are used in the Jubilee, and they preceded the ark of the Lord, walking and sounding the trumpets. And the armed men went before them, and the remainder of the common people followed the ark, and they were blaring the trumpets. And they circled the city on the 2nd day, once, and they returned to the camp. They did so for 6 days. Then, on the 7th day, rising at first light, they circled the city, just as had been ordered, 7 times. And at the 7th circling, when the priests sounded the trumpets, Joshua said to all of Israel, Shout! For the Lord has delivered the city to you. And let this city be anathema, with all the things that are within it, before the Lord. May only Rahab the harlot live, with all who are with her in the house. For she hid the messengers whom we sent. But you must be careful that you do not touch any of those things, as you have been instructed, for then you would be guilty of transgression, and all the camp of Israel would be under sin and would be troubled. But whatever gold and silver there will be, and vessels of brass or of iron, let these be consecrated to the Lord and be stored in his treasuries. Therefore, with all the people shouting, and the trumpets blaring, after the voice and the sound increased in the ears of the multitude, the walls promptly fell to ruin. And each one climbed up at the place which was opposite where he was. And they seized the city. And they put to death all who were in it, from man even to woman, from infant even to elder. Likewise, the oxen and sheep and donkeys, they struck down with the edge of the sword. But Joshua said to the 2 men who had been sent to explore, Enter the house of the harlot woman, and bring her out, and all the things that are hers, just as you assured her by oath. And the youths entered, and they led out Rahab, and her parents, also her brothers, and all her goods and kindred, and they caused them to dwell outside the camp. Then they set fire to the city and all the things that were within it, except the gold and silver, and the vessels of brass or of iron, which they consecrated into the treasury of the Lord. Yet truly, Joshua caused Rahab the harlot, and her father's household, and all she had, to survive. And they lived in the midst of Israel, even to the present day. For she hid the messengers, whom he had sent to explore Jericho. At that time, Joshua made an invocation, saying, Cursed before the Lord is the man who will raise up and rebuild the city of Jericho. With his firstborn, may he lay its foundation, and with the last of his children, may he set up its gates. And so the Lord was with Joshua, and his name was made known throughout all the land.